edit out fucking whatever. Are
I
we
guess
on?
he might have
Are we
known.
on?
But it's easier.
Yeah, are we on?
Yeah,
No, it
yeah.
sounds better having us just like talking and it's like a black screen and then it just shows up with us there.
It is. Yeah, it is better. It is.
You know
better.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good
I see what you're saying.
Well, you know what? You don't know about fucking producing, dickhead.
I'm
I'm the real fucking talent here.
Depends what we're
That's
producing.
why you guys are supposed to be fucking ready when I get here.
The only
This guy
Alright.
thinks he's fucking Idris
No.
Elba.
No,
But in his
fucking
defense-
Regis Philbin, faggot.
Fucking Regis Philbin.
no, but in his defense, when we were at Talk Show, he was never late.
Oh, well, I didn't have to be worried about being late ever because like the fucking.
You
engineers
are
running
punctual
this
when
shit.
you actually have a schedule to be
No,
on.
it's not about bad at being punctual at all. It's a matter of
I'm defending you, fucker, and you're like trying to argue it.
No, I'm not late though. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I
what I'm
show
saying.
up
You
because-
show up if there's a time slot.
Listen,
You'll
bro.
show up on time.
Both of you faggots are the only faggots that don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
So shut the
true.
fuck up,
Hey,
bro.
I lifted
It's
that.
true. Shut the fuck up, bro. When man is fucking 10, shut the fuck up, bro. What is it? Is it a thing? Hold on.
Show up on time, all right? Set up the camera on time, you fucking top waist man.
Is it not running?
Top waist.
No, okay. I was gonna say, I was like,
We didn't start it yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was like, what the fuck? This is such good content.
The baby. I think that's what you wanted to start
Well, we
off.
started with like 5 faggots, so we might as well just jump into the baby.
Oh, is that what
That's a good transition.
No, trans, ha, even
No,
better.
he said
No,
he
he
was
basically-
drunk, faded out of
Bro, he just had some rant. He was just like, he's like, oh, y'all niggas that ain't getting your dick sucked by another man in the parking lot, put your hands up in the air, just take a random rant. He's like, any of y'all niggas that ain't running around with some secret HIV and shit,
Yeah,
put your hands in the air.
gay,
But niggas took that as like, he didn't even say gay age. He just said if you're lying about having HIV or you're secretive about it, then like, get the fuck out of here type shit. But it's like, that isn't like, because he said the gay thing first, and then that thing after, everyone's like, oh, it's all one, but it was 2 separate statements.
Yeah.
So yeah, he lost like fucking. He had like 7 shows to go to. They all canceled him. He's like losing deals left, right, and center.
Fucking
He apologized. They didn't like his apology.
So he deleted it?
Yeah, Dua Lipa fucking said she's canceling him. Miley Cyrus said she's gonna help him find his love for the LGBT community. It's just a bunch
Well,
of
no,
fucking
the thing with
nonsense.
Miley, I liked Miley's response
I
because
thought
she
he said that a really long time before all this backlash.
Probably.
Well, not really long, like a few weeks.
Bro, this is
before all
fucking
this.
gangster rap, bro.
I thought he said this.
All rappers make anti-gay statements.
bro.
We
All
talking about-
rappers,
Dog, I thought it was.
rappers
I
are
thought-
talking
I thought
about
it was
shooting
good.
each other and selling drugs, and you can't say
Shooting each other,
faggot. Now you're
selling
losing your
drugs,
minds. Like,
yeah, dog.
be realistic,
Yeah,
bro. Look where
Yeah.
these people come from. Look what the violence they have to deal with. Saying faggot is not a cancellation reason. If you want to cancel anything, cancel gangster rap as a whole.
Well, I can't.
The whole fucking genre is bad.
I don't think you
Crime
can,
of
I,
faggot
don't, I
shit,
think
like-
it's hard to cancel, and I'm not saying obviously the baby's like this, but hypothetically gangster rap, like you're trying to cancel like a murderer, like you're trying to cancel a fucking
the
drug
reason-
dealer.
the reason
you're trying
why-
to, like you can, they're not
Because so many
cancelable.
people like gangster rap so much they don't care to cancel it. It's like the whole R. Kelly thing and the Michael
Yeah,
Jackson thing.
dog.
People are like, oh, cancel him. People are like, I'll still listen to the music though.
I liked Miley Cyrus's response because hers was like,
It was good though.
we shouldn't cancel him. Let's use this as an opportunity to just educate about.
Man, people need to.
That whole cancel shit is stupid. Canceling, doxing people, people showing up at your house and shit for some shit you said on the
People
internet,
need
bro.
to
People are
learn.
fucking stupid.
It's not
Like,
gonna stop them from doing it next time.
that's the whole thing. Like, what, you're gonna
Exactly.
scare me? You're gonna try and scare me out of my whatever it is, my racism or my bigotry. Like now,
not gonna make them
I'm gonna
better
ramp it up. If anything, now I'm gonna find some more like-minded individuals and cause a real problem for you.
Well, I found it funny that Dua Lipa took his credit off the song because I was like, such a
She
white.
actually did it.
Apparently, but such a white woman thing.
That's
Use
the
a-
same shit. Fucking that JoJo bitch did to Tory Lanez after fucking the Mega Stallion
Exactly.
shit.
Well, that's what white women do. White women will use a black man to get a foot up and use them when it helps them, but at the first opportunity,
Ain't
they'll
no
throw them
cap in
under the
that.
bus.
Ain't no cap in that.
Right? That's a classic
Yeah,
white
we're not
woman.
that cool.
In her mind, you're just a designer bag.
Exactly.
Oh, I'll just get a new one for my next track.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
I'll use another black guy.
I'll
Hot.
use Lil Baby. I don't even know the difference.
Exactly. That's literally how it is.
I was gonna work on a stand-up joke about the baby and doing
Like,
that.
I actually could put money that Dua Lipa does not know the fucking difference between Lil Baby and Da Baby. I could put money on that.
No, she probably does because she's
Maybe not.
because Lil
You
Baby
know what?
is so big.
She could, and they're both because they're both big artists.
And
but
they
at
were
the same
both
time,
at performing at the
It's
same
not
shows.
out of the realm of possibility for her not to know the difference.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Definitely.
what I'm saying
As
is,
a white woman, it's not a possibility of the realm for her not to know who the difference between two different black.
well,
guys.
what I'm saying
Miley
is,
Cyrus.
Even though they're both famous.
no, what I'm saying is, no matter what, in that when she's in the studio making levitating, they're like the black rapper is just interchangeable in her mind. It doesn't matter which one. She's like,
If
who do you want on this
actually
track? We want to bump up the numbers.
That fucking
she
the
didn't
baby
want
was
the
in
baby.
the studio with her.
No.
Once again, you are fucking wrong.
They
as shit.
paid him a verse to get use his clout for her song.
Definitely not the same place.
Just sent him the fucking files, bro. Like, the only times niggas make songs together is when they actually like each other and they're friends.
Or a producer that links them up. Like someone's working with
Yeah,
Rick
but
Rubin
even,
or something,
but
and
even
then Rick
still,
Rubin brings someone
but
on.
even still, they just book separate sessions and put the
Yeah.
song together, bro.
Yeah.
They do not, like, bro, people just don't like each other. They have too big of groups.
Rappers are expendable with like singers, pop stars like that. Is when you hear the radio play on certain fucking and they cut out the rappers part.
Yes.
That's
The biggest
when I
example
learned
of that
you're expendable.
was
Makes
E.T.
you talking like
The Katy Perry E.T. was the biggest example of that.
Yes, with Kanye. Yeah.
I think that was the first one.
The reason that I knew Kanye was on it because I heard it in the strip club and I was like, oh, Kanye's on this?
Yeah.
Because I heard the radio version a million times and I did not hear Kanye on it.
Yeah.
They just skipped that verse. They'll just,
And
second,
that's what
third,
they'll
or-
do with Levitating. Is that the song, Levitating?
I don't know what it is. Who gives a fuck? What gives a fuck about Dua Lipa?
The fucking Olympics are over. Simone Biles unquit and then won a medal. Which big
Yeah,
up
I
to
feel.
Simone.
Did we talk about that last pod?
We did. That's why I brought it up. That she after that she well for one of the events.
She got a bronze and a silver. I laughed at her saying like, "Oh, people call me a quitter." Trying to call people. It's like, bro, you are a quitter.
But
And
you're
accept
still a
that.
goat. But you're still like
You're not the goat anymore.
No,
You're not the goat. Like you can still be really good at something, and be great at something, but
doesn't mean
that
you're not
term, the goat is like you have to be a certain kind of person.
It's unattainable.
There's a reason why like there's people like me that say MJ or Kobe's a goat and won't say LeBron is.
Yeah.
It doesn't come down to just how you play the game.
No, but
it comes down to who you are.
Here's the difference.
And
Is
Simone
that
Biles does not have the killer attitude to be the GOAT.
No, but
she's
the-
not a killer.
the
Michael
difference
Phelps
is
a fucking killer.
no. The difference is she's in
Usain
gymnastics.
Bolt is a killer.
She's
Doesn't
in
matter
gymnastics.
what sport you're
Yes,
in,
it
bro.
does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
You
You're a
gotta get
solo
that tunnel
sport.
vision.
No.
Tiger Woods is in a solo sport.
No,
Doesn't
hear me
matter.
out.
There are plenty of athletes in solo sports. You couldn't say because it's gymnastics. She does not have killer instinct.
No,
That's what
because
we
I'm
learned today.
saying-
The whole mental health thing, you don't have killer instincts.
No, what I'm saying
Simple as that.
is these bitches that are in gymnastics. Sorry for calling you bitches because I'm saying these young girls that are in gymnastics.
These hoes.
These young hoes, these little hoes, they're out there and they're looking up to her now. They're like those girls
No,
still
but-
see her as the goat. They're like, she is even braver.
No,
that
that's
demographic of
part
people.
of the fucking issue because now you have a bunch of fucking girls. They're gonna show up and be like, "I can quit because Simone Biles said it's fine." That's not what it is. People understand. People don't understand about athletics. Like athletics is not this. Athletics is like war. There's no like half-assing it. Like you have to give your all to this shit. And if you don't have that on you, especially with a team sport. Because yes, she does gymnastics as a solo, but the things that she quit on were a team sport and it fucked over her team. That aspect of it. When you do shit like that, that is massively frowned upon.
You left your comrades hanging.
That's what I'm saying.
They
People
probably loved
understand-
it, though.
That's what I'm saying. People don't understand that shit. Like I was an athlete. I was not some kind of super fucking athlete. I'm not trying to cap off.
What did you
I
play?
played ball at Pickering High for like a fucking year. But then
You actually played ball?
Yeah, but I understand what fucking teamwork
What
means
position? Hold
and
on.
how to be a part of a fucking
Hold up,
team.
did you play junior ball?
I played grade 9 ball.
That's what I mean, junior
team.
team, right? But it was junior team because that's what it would have been, or is it just
They
varsity?
have a grade 9 team and a grade 10 team, and they have a varsity team.
Okay,
It's
so the grade 9 team, what position did you play? 'Cause
No,
I never knew you played
that's
ball.
even-
No, it
that's
does
not
not.
fucking
I'm just
like-
curious.
Doesn't even fucking matter. The point matters
What
is that
was it? Like, were you center?
as fucking athletes, you have a certain like conduct that you're supposed to stand by and stand by your teammates. You don't leave your teammates to fall. I don't know if you ever saw that viral video of that fucking college player.
Which one?
Missed the shot, had his head down, his boy came, lifted his chin. That's what sportsmanship is about.
Yeah.
That's what shit's about. Like Simone Biles just like walking off, being the best on her team is not setting an example for any other athlete, let alone young women. And women and female athletes already get enough shit for being soft, not being as good as men. And here you are, literally proving the point.
Well, you remember?
Proving the fucking point.
You remember that commercial of the It's like a commercial. It's a basketball game, and the guy like.
I was a center, by the way.
I figured the height.
Makes
Grade
sense.
9, you're probably tall. Yeah. So, remember this commercial is a basketball game. The ref calls like the other team. It's like final possession. He says like out of bounds, but he calls it on the other team. And then the guy's like in the huddle, and he's like, "I was out, coach." And then everyone's like, "No, don't do it." And he's like, "No, coach, I was out. He wanted to be honorable." Did you ever see this
Yeah,
commercial?
I saw that. Like that's
That is ridiculous.
That's fake on two sides.
Who's
One,
ever
the
doing
ref
that?
isn't gonna come back and be like, "Oh no, you were right. You're out of bounds." Like they already made the calls made. They can't change it now unless they have fucking VAR.
Yeah.
Unless your league has
Yeah.
VAR. No, there's no running back to play. Second of all, no team would ever do that. I promise you. There's no team. Like you think niggas give a fuck? Look at the fucking
I'll do that on the street casually if it's a casual game. Like, yo, I touched that. Yeah, like, you know.
Yes.
Because it's not like everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be like, yo, my bad. Like, if it's a 50-50, I
There's
touch
some
that.
shit on the line.
That was a foul still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some shit on the line, like, I care.
But they're in like a tournament with
it's
fans,
no,
and there's a ref missing a call. Like, that's on the ref.
Well, even if it's a beer league, I'm not doing that.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? As long as there's some sort of actual competition there, I'm not doing that. But we're talking about, like, shooting hoops with your friends. Like, yeah, who was
funny, in high school hockey, my buddy reminded me of this. Grade 12, I play goalie, by the way. So there's a thing behind the play. We're playing, like, all fucking Saints or something. There's like this guy falls behind the net, play starts going up the other way, so the refs are looking up the play, right? Because the play's going up this way. This guy's like skating back. I just fucking two-hand this guy in the back. No one sees it. He goes down. Refs don't believe him. and I felt like the guys are losing it, and they're like, refs didn't believe him, so like they didn't call anything. But the next time we played, my like high school coach was like, can you just like go over to their coach and the guy and just apologize, Like out of a sportsmanship thing, he's like, I know I didn't get called and all that shit, but like, I was like, it definitely happened, and so like, I had to go apologize to this guy, but I never got called.
Dirty play, you being a shitty guy.
It was so unnecessary too. It's like the second period, It's not even like it's like an irrelevant high school game. It was just like I just saw a guy. I was like, I want to two-hand this guy.
Was it even a threat? Was he gonna score?
No. Like the play was going up this way. We had the puck.
Oh my god.
This guy was like fell behind the net because I was a goalie, and like so like because the play's going up this way, refs were looking, and he fell. He was just kind of casually skating back into the play, and I just two-hand him just for no reason, and I still don't understand why.
I do understand why.
White on white crime. I just knew he was racist in his life. Yeah, it's not white guy rage. It is.
Nah, he didn't have the right. Oh man.
How dare he be behind the play?
Yes.
It's not even like he's a threat. Because I used to hit people in the nuts all the time in net when they try to screen you or bump you because like they deserve that. If you're trying to fuck with me, I'll hit you. Yeah. But like that guy did not deserve anything, and he's in high school. Like everyone's really playing to get out of school early that day,
Facts.
Yeah. Oh fuck! What was something else happened today? Oh, what's his name? Stepped down, the New York governor guy.
That's not the guy that was saying how he
Cuomo
wants fucking people have passports though. That's the New York City mayor, not the governor.
He's the guy that's like CNN host Anchor Cuomo. His brother's like one of the main anchors on CNN.
Yeah, okay. So this shit's always funny to me because people sit there and they go, "Oh my god, a politician was fucking girls without their consent." You're shocked by this? You understand what power is?
Yeah.
You fucking moron.
That's why people attain power. Not all people, but certain types of people.
Majority of people want power to do whatever the fuck they want.
I'm sure AOC didn't get power for that reason, to try to fuck girls, but I'm not putting who knows? But like there's people, if there's powerful positions, like there's going to be the Harvey Weinsteins of the world that are going to look for those positions and take advantage of them. Then there's going to be genuine people.
Was Harvey really doing that much damage though?
Doing that much damage?
Like Harvey was literally just telling bitches yo, you don't fuck me, I'm not giving you this role. That's just being a dick. That's not really being a rapist.
Well, I don't know the details on Harvey
Weinstein. That was the difference. Harvey Weinstein was basically just using his power to make girls be you can't get this role, you can't get this role.
No.
Yeah, you have the option of saying no. And he's just been reported for being inappropriate, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
He's definitely a predator in the workplace and a dickhead, but it's not the same as a fucking Jeffrey Epstein. It's completely different realms. And they try to paint
the next level.
They try to paint that all as the same, but it's not the same, bro.
Still terrible. Still get your ass whooped.
Yeah, but is it though? Fam, that's what I'm saying. Me personally, I wouldn't use my position of power to tell girls oh, you couldn't get this role unless you fuck me. I wouldn't do that. But if another man does it, I wouldn't rate it, but I don't think it's illegal. If I was a woman, I just wouldn't fuck with that guy. I'd go work somewhere else. If he's blackballing you, that's different.
Or if he's black,
you see what I'm saying?
Would you live with that guy?
But what I'm saying.
Would you live with him on range?
Who?
A guy came in on that.
For the Weinstein thing? Yeah. I would live with him because he's not a weirdo.
Yeah. No. Here's what would Winton. Here's what Winton would do.
He's not a weirdo, fam. He's not a sex beast. I'm saying I know niggas wouldn't live with him. That's what I'm saying. So niggas would bounce him, and I had conversations. I'm like, yo, but what he was doing wasn't even that though. Yeah, that's what you know what I mean. No, I know he would get bounced for sure. Anyway, it's a sex beef. You're gonna get bounced regardless. But I'm just saying, what he's doing is not the same as being yo, drop your panties, bitch, or yo, I'm gonna pimp you when you're a kid, or you know what I mean. It's not the same shit. It's just disrespectful. It's not. It's just disrespectful. It's not really it's not really rape.
That's a disservice.
Here's how Winton would really treat him in jail.
Get beat up and raped.
No, Winton in jail would be all right, this guy was involved in some of the greatest masterpiece movies of all time. He has a lot of powerful friends and stuff. You know what? I'm out in like a year and a half. I can make a
he's
fucking
gonna
friend.
fucking die in jail. There's always gonna make even try to make a friend. Like, why is he give him enough time to die in jail? And he's sick as fuck too.
Is he?
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
oh my god, look at him. He looks a detriment.
Yeah, because fuck, bro, he's like, he was the kind of person that could go to fucking jail. Once again, it's one of Oprah's brethren too. Like, so I'm sure he's like getting hooked up in there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just like I said, what he was doing, fam, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know the intricacies of the case.
I don't really know the
everything.
intricacies at all.
But from the allegations that I did hear of, it was literally just a whole, I'm bullying you using my role at the company to stop you from getting a job. And if I remember correctly, the 60s and 70s was full of niggas that just got fired for that. They just got fired. They didn't go to jail for it. They just got fired because they're like, yo, it was inappropriate for you to use your position as the boss to make women get
That's why he
favors.
must have actually been doing like rapey shit, because the fact he actually got persecuted as a rich white man in Hollywood.
No, because that is technically illegal.
No, okay.
It is illegal to do that. It's a chargeable offense.
Okay, yeah.
My idea of it is that should not be against the law where you go to jail for it. That's not a jailable offense to me. If you want to say you get fired, you want to get fined.
You get fired, and then you're gonna
Civil
get
suit,
exiled,
sure, but this is not. You're not making a woman do anything. She has fucking free will. How are we supposed to have an equal society if we just keep on pandering to women? You can just say fucking no. You weren't held down. No one made you. And you had the option to just walk out and talk to a superior. You could have done anything. But people, we live in this thing of like, oh well, I'm a smaller person. It's Harvey Weinstein. So what can I really do? You don't think that you're the first fucking bitch to do this? It doesn't take that much for you to go find a bunch of other girls that possibly did this and be like, hey, this guy's a fucking creep. And none of you guys have to fuck him.
Speak of pandering to women, I was at a wedding in PEI this weekend, and I realized that I didn't realize it just then, but like I really saw it firsthand. That's literally what a wedding is. It's just one giant pander to the woman.
It's not about you want.
It's not about the male. It's just about
You're just
one big
there like
pander
some
for that
fucking
woman.
asshole, and she's just there getting all this shit done for her.
Well, the whole
The
event
only
is.
thing I see lately women doing is like when they do the dance for the guy. The guy sitting in the chair, and the women do like their first dance, and they'll do like a sexy dance. Of course they didn't. They're fucking white. That's usually a black thing or like a.
Oh, you should have saw the white dancing at this wedding. Even I was like so disappointed in my people. I was like, I see why they get made fun of. I was like, this is.
You guys have no fucking rhythm. That's why you want to kill everybody else.
Shout out to PEI. Like everyone was the nicest people. Also, in their defense, they were also some of the nicest people. I was also white, so that is.
Fucking potato farmers. What do you expect?
Yeah, right. But
I went to PEI.
But it was just like. I was like, they love dancing. They were like dragging everyone on the dance floor, and I was just saying, I was like, how could someone love dancing so much, be so bad at it? Yeah,
that's
what doesn't make sense
so
to
much
me.
shit like that. And people are like, they love it, but they're bad. Look at rap. Rap is a perfect example for that.
Yeah, look at me rapping. I love it lots, but shit. Nah, fucking. What's it called? When we were at the studio the other day, I recorded fucking.
That's over.
Yeah, see why you didn't make it in ball.
Shaq at the line, bro.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Were you like Shaq at the line?
High 60s, low 70s.
Which is a center.
Yeah, but that's a pretty good center.
I thought you were someone that definitely deserved a hand in the face from the 3 line, and which was
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like as a 3-point shooter, that's different. But like free throw shooting is so weird.
Oh shit! Did he say?
Yeah, he said free throw. Yeah, free throw shooting is so weird because it's like. Even though it's a still shot on your own, you're in your head on the shot. Like when you're just playing the game and going through the motions, like you're just going through the motion. But when the game stops and you're on the line, that's why percentage of the lines drops so much. Yeah, players being in their head too much. But
yeah, there's something about catching shooting on a 3
when
you're
again,
not thinking it.
A guy like Giannis is an overall bad shooter anyway, so it's not really just the line. He's a bad shooter with bad mechanics.
He's gotten a lot better from
He has gotten way better. I'm not going to say he hasn't.
No,
yeah, he's gotten way better. But I'm just saying overall,
yeah,
it's not there yet. And for me as an NBA player, like, bro, like, you don't have to go to the gym every single fucking day and sprint and bust your ass in one plays. But if your jumper does not work, you should be in the gym 4 days a week at least shooting. At least!
You should put up shots every day.
At least, because, like, yo, what is it hurting you?
Honestly.
It's gonna garnish you more money. It gives you more chances to win. Why is it? It's not hurting you. Go do it. That's like, you know what I mean?
I never understood why Ben Simmons can't figure out a jump shot. Like you are.
That's what I'm saying. Like when Shaq couldn't shoot free throws, I was like, oh, shoot free throws, blah blah blah. It's like, buddy, I'm still averaging 34 points and 16 boards in the playoffs. Get off my fucking dick.
You can't understand doing.
You know what I mean?
Like professionally or
half-ass.
As
yes.
a hobby and not.
It's because there's certain people.
Well, on all angles. On all angles. You don't have to be the best, but you have to at least be like passable on all ends. Like a jack of all trades and everything, and then you have your specialties. That's how it should be if you're a professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just be like, oh, like I'm a drywaller, but you can't do the fucking tape. You just drywall really well, but you can't tape. at all. You
Yeah.
can be an
You cannot
taper.
you cannot
but you can't be
prefer
a
it.
shit
Yeah.
fucking taper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be able to do all parts of it decently, at least.
Yeah, as base knowledge. You might not have to do it on every job site per se.
And due to the highest level, and there's, you know what I mean? There are people that like are actually amazing tapers, and that's what the part of the job that they usually do. They'll have people that come in,
just tape.
fill a job up, boom, boom, and then have people that just tape because they're that good at it.
Also,
That's
it's a tedious thing, so some people are just like, I don't even want to deal with it, so just get a taper, and the painter, the
it's
painters
for sure.
don't want tape, they'll come in and paint kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, no, it's one of those things, but that's what I mean.
Stepping on the court and
Bro, a guy like Giannis
and
has
thinking-
no fucking moves, no jumper. Like, he just is bigger and stronger and faster.
Yeah.
So he just gets off on being faster than you, but realistically, once you force him to one side, he can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I watch ball. I grew up in basketball. Like,
Well,
and
no,
I'm not
is a
saying like
beast, though,
if you were to give me Giannis's exact body type and no basketball skills, or my present basketball skills, but Giannis's body type, I can stop Giannis, 100%.
Yeah, that body's hard to stop. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just that I have to be able to have the physicality to stop him. But if we are evenly matched physically, he's very easy to stop. He's not an overly talented player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because those are the things that James Harden and Kyrie were saying. It's just like, yo, like, it'd be nice to be big and strong and long, just run the court and dunk on people, but that's not actual skill. A guy like James Harden, doesn't matter how tall you get, if you're his size or not, he's gonna fucking chef you. You better be an immaculate defender, and even if you are, he's still going to score.
Yeah, and he's still going to probably be a
See what I'm
lazy
saying?
defender.
Giannis is not that way. He's stoppable. And same with LeBron. They are stoppable.
You know what I realized too? And they didn't have mass in PEI. It was optional.
Yes, it's optional. It's optional in BC too.
It was crazy,
My
but
buddy
like,
came from BC and he just said, he was like, you know, getting used to putting his mask back on because he's been in BC for so long where they're walking around maskless.
Yeah, he's been, like, I was going to like grocery stores, dispensary, fucking liquor stores, and all of it's like fucking, what's it called? Like the people working there aren't even wearing masks.
But you can go maskless. That's the whole thing. Like, you can walk in places maskless here. It's just whether you have the balls or not to be confronted or not.
DB does it. It goes. I'm not sure if you've been out with him much, but he goes maskless. And I was thinking about it. I realized
some
it's because
people just don't.
well, it's because people's racial prejudice. He looks like a hood man with the chains and shit, and like people are just
But
scared to like confront him as like a black man.
I do wear my mask too, because I do like wearing my mask, but I bro, enough times, and I'm so forgetful too, bro.
It's just like fucking.
Yeah, no,
like,
I just
fuck it,
for
dog.
me, I wear because I don't want to deal with the whole like being a black guy getting harassed and wearing a mask. But for the most part, people just mind their business. You know, a lot of people see people without masks and mind their business. I
The way it
had
should
that
be.
one time. Did I talk about that where the woman got antagonized by the masker? By the
No, what happened?
Oh man. So there's this I'm shopping in Sobeys. I can't remember what the fuck I was getting. I was grabbing some fucking random shit, and I saw this lady walking like no mask, but like it didn't even register in my brain. Because I was just like, you know, I'm still like in the mindset of 2018 where it's just normal like that. And then I did like a second glance and I'm like, oh, she has no mask on. No way. What about my business? And I see some fat fucking piece of shit, like 500-pound fat fuck wearing a fucking back brace to hold his
Too
back
lazy
together.
to care about her damn health herself.
Well, this is a guy, all right?
Oh, wait,
With a-
he's
with a-
too fucking
with
lazy.
a fucking cane walking around, and we get to pay, and he goes up to the lady with no mask. He's like, excuse me, where's your mask? And she's just like that's none of your business.
Excuse
Because it
me.
isn't your business.
Where's your fucking diet, bud?
So I started playing the medical exempt because of my injury, right?
But she didn't even she wasn't even saying that. She's just like, yo, it's none of your business. I don't have to tell you that. And he's like harassing this woman. Mind you, like, regardless of the scenario, this is a woman and a man.
Did you step in?
Yeah, I stepped in. I was like, bro, mind your fucking business.
What is your business?
He's like, oh, she's a health risk. I'm like, she's the health risk? Seriously? Look at you.
So you called him out?
Yeah, I was like, look at
and
you.
what did he say?
What, you think she's a fucking health risk because she's not wearing a fucking mask?
You're a risk
I'm like,
to yourself?
yeah, I'm like, look at your fucking life. Why don't you take care of your fucking self and mind your business?
And what he said?
And like the fucking sober people start coming in and trying to like break everybody up. They started walking towards me, but I was just like,
They're like, black man.
They started walking towards me and then just turned back because I didn't really care. Like, I was just like kind of in the background. I wasn't really
Yeah, they're not trying to end up on Six Buzz.
It wasn't that this is the altercation and like I'm over here just like speaking up like, hey faggot, shut the fuck up and leave her alone. Like, you know what I mean? He's just bullying her. I was like,
And what did he say after you called him
just-
fat? He said to mind your own health.
he was just like, on his tirade, like more just yelling at her and trying to bully
That's
her
when you say, 76% of the people that go of COVID that die are fucking obese, right? So maybe mix in a walk around the block
every day. If
every
you're so worried
day.
about her wearing a fucking mask, then why don't you stay away from her? You're getting within 6 feet of her to yell at her. for not wearing a mask.
It's like he's suicidal.
You're a fucking moron.
He wants to catch it.
One sneeze will take you out.
So then he could blame it on it was those anti-maskers, not the fact that I've ate Twinkies for lunch every day for 30 years. That must not be the fact I'm dying.
Like Chet Hankstead, if you're fucking sick and you're scared, stay at home. But don't tell the rest of society that we're assholes for wanting to go on with our lives. Yeah. Fuck yourself.
I was happy at Sobeys here.
Yourself.
Because I was happy at Sobeys the one day I was up there and I just randomly noticed two separate old white men. They were minding their business, just quiet shopping, but I noticed the one had it on and took it off midway through his shop, and the other one was just doing it. And not one person confronted them, and I was almost happy about it. I was like,
yeah, just let people
live
their lives, bro.
Yeah. Allow them.
If we have to fucking let fucking grown-ass men run around and say that they're women, then just let people not wear a mask. Yeah. Like, just mind your own business.
I'll accept you for being, yeah,
I have to accept men saying they are women now. Because they feel that way. And that's just normal. And you tell me you can't accept me not wearing a mask. The fuck out of my face, bro. Where's the acceptance now? Where's the acceptance? And that's the whole problem with, like, you know, like, I don't want to say the liberals or the left, but, like, that's what it is that when it talks about acceptance and all that shit, it's only for their concept of acceptance. Because to them, like, not wearing a mask is, like, a conservative ideal and, like, damaging against society. No, but not wearing a mask doesn't make a difference. Me having COVID and going outside and spreading it is a difference.
As a counterpoint, though, for the right wing, they do the same thing. Like, far right people, they do the same thing with pro-life. They're all they're not pro body my choice when it comes to abortion, but when it came to vaccines, they're now all of a sudden they're like pro body my choice.
But that's also,
but it's the same hypocrisy.
But that's part of the conservative argument.
No, but with abortions, it's like
but that's what I'm saying. That's not part
pro-choice.
Of the conservative argument, because they're sitting there like saying, well, hey, look, we're asking for control of the abortions and shit. You won't let us do it, but you want to control me for wearing a mask. Because it works two ways. You can sit there and say, well, you guys want to control me.
I see that argument, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying there's actually some far right people that are very anti-abortion, but still very pro-vaccine.
I'm pro-abortion.
Right? At least, but what I'm saying is at least that makes sense.
I'm pro and I'm anti. We have this conversation before. I'm like, if you want to say, if you want to have the government having any invested anything in abortion and shit like that, and he's saying it, just say this. If you're under 25, abortions are mandatory.
So actually, now you mention it, I saw this Jim Jeffries jokes today.
It makes sense.
Hey, I saw this Jim Jeffries jokes about Sweden. And apparently up until 1975, they used to, like, if you had like dwarfism or like a disability, they would come to the school and sterilize the kids with disabilities.
As they should.
Yeah, it was a Jim Jeffries joke, and his joke was he pulled up a picture of like all the hot Swedes. And he's like, I'm not saying it was right, but I'm saying it worked. You know, like that was the joke.
But
I was just like,
you think there's no correlation to that?
Yeah, I was
there
like,
obviously there's a correlation.
I was like, that's unethical, but like I get it.
It's not unethical, bro. They
stopped it for a reason. They probably got a lot of backlash.
There is no reason.
You can't be sterilizing kids in schools. That sounds bad.
It sounds terrible, but there is no reason for someone that is like special needs to procreate.
Yeah, it's still true.
I'm sorry, you can barely take care of yourself. Why are you having children? That could possibly also be special needs. None of this makes sense.
Speaking of special needs, have you heard...
Just because I Am Sam worked out perfectly fine doesn't mean that everyone's scenario will be like that.
But have you heard Diamonds in the Rough, that song from TikTok? Of the like special needs guy who sings it? I was showing him, it went double platinum.
Oh my god, this idiot was playing it in the car.
Yeah, I'll fucking... I wish I could show you.
This guy has that shit on his phone.
Yeah, it's... Actually, I'll fucking just play it through this. Because it's not going to fuck up the thing, I don't think. I'll play it through Spotify. No, I won't, because I'm playing it through Spotify.
100% gonna fuck up the sound, but that's okay.
Let's get your live reaction, because your live reaction will be worth it, and I can always
re-edit it. How do you get my
live
reaction if you can't record it? Because
no, it's recording on this one way or another.
Whatever.
You're right, I can't do it.
Idiot.
Told you, stupid.
Do you think I fucked it up?
Go back and check.
Yep. No, it's all good. But now I can play it because we already fucked it up. We got these mics going.
Yeah.
We can get your live reaction now. Idiot ting. So here's your live reaction.
Nobody listens to the fucking black guy.
Shout out to special needs people. Diamonds in the Rough. Shout out to Eric. It's a banger.
I'll tell you off the hop. I don't want to hear any music by anyone special needs.
Man,
double platinum.
You don't want to hear this.
I know I don't.
I don't know why this guy thought I wanted to hear it.
Look, I only want you to give it a spin so this guy gets paid. Like,
yeah, that's what the good thing is.
Like, if you're a special needs and you want to do art, draw.
Diamond in the web. I think I am.
That's
one
garbage,
take. This
bro.
is definitely one take, though.
Doesn't matter. It's garbage. If people are gonna like boost this up and sit there and be like, "Oh, it's good because he's special needs," and like thumbs up, like, no, bro. Like, let's be real. Tell him this is garbage.
But I want him to get
because
that stream
there's a
so he can
possibility that if he keeps going, he could get better. But when you people sit there and say, "Oh, like let's accept mediocrity because he's fucking special,"
I tell you, yeah, you're
come on.
But no, the thing is, like you
No.
said, I'm still down to give him the fucking stream just for the guy. Like, you know, he's pursuing his dream.
I'll give him the fucking like, yeah, you're pursuing.
But hypothetically,
whatever, but I don't want you to pursue.
But what I'm saying,
I'm being honest.
No, but
I don't want you to do it.
Well, he's being useful. Like, what do most special needs people do? At least he's like people love the guy. He's like an entertainer. At least he's like. He's a positive person that people can like motivate people.
Let's go on this. Let's go on this topic right now.
No, but what I'm saying,
people are gonna hate this.
Let me finish my point. Hold up. Let me just finish my point. Hold up. What? Let me finish my point. My point is, this guy blew up. He really is trying to pursue it. Now that he's blown up and that song's been double platinum, if actual producers and shit can get him in the studio, you might actually be able to put some stuff together and make some legit music.
No, you won't.
With some ghostwriting and shit. You don't think?
He's fucking special. You can catch a goddamn beat. No. That's part of being fucking special. Like, once again, on my fucking take, stop uplifting special people. Like, stop this. You are all fucking fake. I do not believe one of you. You're saying to a retarded person, like, this is good, because so they can feel good in their heart, and put them in a position to be like, amongst other great people. Stop lying. That's fucking nonsense. And that's a disservice to the person. Like, that actually bothers me so much. It makes me sick. Like,
it's like trolling for good.
I go on TikTok, people, they're like, "Oh yeah, like you're so beautiful, you're so talented." Like, why are you lying? You know this person's ugly. You know, like,
or
it's
fat.
not uplifting to be a fucking
people,
liar, bro.
The super obese people get that.
Like, yo, people know this. We all have a perspective on where we rank on attractiveness. Yes. And your mind will always tell you you're a little bit more attractive than you actually are. Yes. But at the end of the day, someone that's morbidly obese knows that. Stop being like, "Oh, you look like you've lost weight." No, I don't. No. I look like a fucking SUV. Yeah. Stop it.
That's that morbidly obese girl on TikTok, you know?
She's yes, and gets better like that girl too. Once again, we have the Sagittarius Shorty fans. Like, yo, like, it's fine that she is what she is, but don't say, "Oh, she's so pretty." No, she is not.
But then there's some guys that do love big gals.
Okay, yeah,
there's fetishes, guys that fetishize
and that's fine. You can like big women.
So I'm saying some people do find it pretty.
There is a difference between a big woman and a pretty woman. Yeah. You can be big and be pretty, but she's an ugly, fat woman, and there is nothing wrong with that. That is life. Yeah. Not everyone's gonna be that attractive. Why do we fucking lie? Why do we lie?
Fucking fat is curvy now.
Exactly. Fat is not curvy. Buddy. There are sexy fat women. There are sexy curvy women, but fat women are not curvy.
Thick bitches aren't even being called curvy. It's only fat, fat, obese
yes.
bitches.
I'm so excited to post this clip of his rant and see TikTok just get so upset at you.
No, I just want people to grow the fuck up and stop lying. Like, just stop lying.
Stop lying to the people.
Like, it's like, just stop lying. Like, you can tell people, you can be positive in a way without lying. You can tell someone like, "Hey, this was better than your last one." Why sit there like, "Oh, this is great"? People are like, "This is the next Michael Jackson." Like, why this kind of capping? That's my thing. You can uplift people without being a fucking weirdo.
So do you think people really care about dogs?
People really care about dogs?
No, I don't. Because people own them.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a bar.
Everyone's on that whole, like, "Oh my god," like, people give me shit for fucking breeding dogs and shit on TikTok. They're like, "Oh, you're a backyard breeder." So you think that an actual breeder is like certified to do a better job than me? No. No, they're not. Because guess what? When something happens to the dog, they take it to the vet the same way I do. When they feed the dog, they feed the same fucking dog food I do. And when they clean up the dogs, they clean them up the same fucking way that I do. So there's no special art to this shit.
But the white lady, it's a white lady that does it.
The dogs do most of the work. The dog does all the work for the 4 to 5 weeks, and the last 3 weeks when you're getting ready to sell them, you have to start cleaning them and feed them, and that's it. So stop making this like some kind of fucking science, like I need a degree or a certification for it. Cut it out. Yes, they live in the fucking wild.
No.
They don't need your help.
Well, then the thing is, most of these dogs nowadays can't even make it because they're like genetically modified. Like my sister's dog's a rat. Yeah, like this big. It's not living in the wild.
But like, for instance, like my dogs, they've been with me for too long. But if I were to have my dogs as puppies and then just throw them outside, they would just be outside dogs, bro. They would just figure it out.
Well, yeah, they would be.
They're gonna kill rabbits, they're gonna kill mice. They're gonna figure it out.
They would be fine.
Same with cats will.
They would be fine as long as if they got through that puppy stage. Cause that's their vulnerable stage to get fucked up.
But that's all as
long as they got past that early years, they would be good.
The only thing they have to worry about is rabies and coyotes.
And that's Durham. That's why you have so many stray dogs in like certain areas, places of the world.
Those aren't stray dogs. Those are just dogs.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're not stray. They're just dogs because dogs roam wherever they roam.
Do you think they used to call
97% of the dogs in the world are stray dogs?
Do you think they used to call free black people stray black people?
No.
Or stray N-words?
They just called them fucking niggers, bro. That was it. Nothing special. Nigger.
He's stray. We got a stray one.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if they're chasing them down, we got a stray one. Yeah. Where you going, boy?
He doesn't have his shots. Yeah. Better give him one.
That's why cops still pull over on the side of the road and ask us where we're going.
Gotta give him his rabies shot.
That's crazy. Like, I'm like, how's that any of your fucking business?
That's why they do it.
Like during COVID, you're like, yeah, sure. You want to ask where I'm going because of the whole.
You know where you at?
You know what I mean? But yeah, but you ask me where I'm going. Like, hey, like, what are you up to tonight? What's
I was fucking a bitch. All right.
Hold on. I just want to check for warrants.
Yeah.
And hold on. Does your
I had to ask you, like, what are you wearing? Is that Chicago Black Sox jacket? Like, what brand is that? And the shoes, those are Jordans? Okay. We're just taking it down to see what you wear.
Well, now the vaccine passport's the next step, what they're doing right now.
Fucking Nazis.
They're trying to bring it into fucking... Doug Ford, I gotta give it to Doug Ford for at least saying he's not gonna do it for now.
What are you doing?
And like John Tory trying to pressure him like we need vaccine passports in Toronto. No, you just need to open the fuck up. If you're worried, get your vaccine. If you're not, who gives a fuck? Let's move on. If you die, you die. Let's call it a fucking life. We'll call it life. You might die. We'll call it life.
Once we get to 70%, everything will be back open. Everyone's going to be free. What is it now? We're at 70% and we're getting more restrictions. I thought we would be fine. Once you have 70% herd immunity, it doesn't matter if the 30% don't have their vaccine. No. We're all fine. This is what they said. This is the fucking science that they claimed. They said this on record, and everyone just completely forgets that now. They're like, oh yeah, well, we need more rules now. People are fucking goofs.
People are just worried about...
You're a goof. If you were sitting there sucking the government teacher in COVID and you're scared, you didn't see your grandma for the whole COVID, you're a fucking loser.
People are more worried
She should have died during COVID, so you could feel bad and be like, I'm a fucking goof. I should have seen someone that I cared about because I was too afraid of a fucking cold.
People are more
Could have saw her from her front door, 6 feet. You were scared at home like a pussy. Didn't want to get your own groceries. Coward over a cold. Unless, if you were actually like vulnerable to the shit, for sure. But if you were a healthy fucking individual under the years of 40 and you just wasted the last 2 years being afraid, go fuck yourself. Actually, go kill yourself. Even better. Fucking pathetic.
Honestly,
pathetic. We don't need you. We don't need you on this planet. You are pathetic. You didn't do anyone a service. You're not a good person. You're not moral. You're not better than the rest of us because you were afraid to go outside. So don't believe that shit that you're pumped up on. You are a loser. You are a fucking loser. I hope you enjoy learning how to socialize again after locking yourself up for 2 years. You fucking goof.
Yeah, goof.
Yeah, the worst is like the workplaces that are starting to be like, yeah, you can't. You're gonna lose your job if you're not vaccinated. It's like, oh, so you can't make a living now.
Workplaces are literally saying at the point now where they're like, yo, we have to let people work at home now. Like people are saying we're not coming back to work. So now workplaces are trying to compromise with people to give them like a 3-day work schedule where they work at home some days and come to work some days. This is going to be the current future of work now.
When I went to PEI, they did it right. You get off the plane, everyone gets tested, and then it's like an STD test. Like if we call you in an hour or two, you got like if you don't hear anything, no news is good news. But if it goes positive, we'll call you like an hour or two and like tell you the protocols of what to do. But everybody getting off that plane gets tested right off the bat. You get out, and then there's no mask. Masks are optional, and life is normal.
Yeah, I'm not getting tested.
But you know what I mean, though. It was a couple little no swab thing, but like. What I'm saying is, if you're running like a province or whatever, and you're trying to make rules for a deadly disease that's out there, that makes sense.
It's not a disease.
If you want to come in, do a quick test. If you pass the test, you're free.
Virus. What was the thing? Is it a disease, but it's not a virus?
I don't know. I don't know.
What that COVID.
It's a COVID, right?
No, but there's something different. But they marketed it as a virus, but it's actually not a virus. It's a disease. It's one or the other. Some shit like that. What's actually classified as. But regardless of any of that shit, like
I don't care if you guys die. I still don't. I have to because it's my societal obligation. I got vaccinated not to protect people. I think the population needs to be controlled, and I think nature's doing it. This is controversial, but
nature's not doing it. Bill Gates is doing it by the form of
Bill is nature. Yeah. Nature's sending out a Bill Gates to fucking put us in check. I shout out Daddy Bill Gates. We need you. I want to thank Pfizer for both my doses. No side effects, by the way. It was almost like it was perfectly built for people like me of this skin tone.
It's not perfectly built for people like you.
They're like, make sure the whites are good.
It's built better for men, as far as we know right now. Off the top, what we know is it's bad for women, but we'll find out later on how it affects us guys. But as of right now, we know this.
The thing is, if anything, we're just shooting blanks, but no guys like, whatever. I'll still not.
Maybe you don't care. I'd rather not shoot blanks. It's part of the fun is knowing I could get a girl pregnant.
Yeah, but abortions suck.
Yeah. About the roll is nice.
Exactly.
I don't wear condoms and abortions suck. So.
Oh my god.
One other thing, Robin is coming out as bisexual. That's big news happening
Who?
today.
Robin.
From Batman, DC's next new comic, he officially comes out as bisexual. Which,
Hey,
no
bro.
surprise, because he has literally been
Listen.
Batman's bottom bitch for years.
This is
No
okay.
surprise. The Joker is
Like,
definitely coming out as a racist
when they
homophobe.
did that whole thing with like Loki, they're like, "Oh, Loki's coming out as bisexual." It annoyed me, not because Loki's coming out as bisexual, but because if you know anything about Greek mythology, you know that Loki fucks any and everything. So just stop the identity politics. Stop it.
And that wouldn't
Let
even be
characters
bi.
be
That would
characters.
be. Wouldn't that be a different one? Because if he fucks anything and
He fucks
everything.
any and everything. Men,
Pansexual?
women, everything.
Yeah, trans
Doesn't
probably.
Yeah, he'd be a pansexual.
Because if you fuck trans, then you're not bi. And I really
and he
think
can
Robin.
transform, right?
Why wouldn't Robin fuck
Yeah,
trans?
He has kids with I think a goat or something.
But think about it. If Robin likes guys and girls, why
he's a
wouldn't
wolf,
he fuck
he's
a
a wolf in
trans?
Fenrir.
But seriously, if you're bi, could you even be bi? If you find men and women attractive, how could you not find a trans attractive? Hypothetically speaking.
Oh,
So that's
You know
called
what I mean?
something
So
different.
So nobody's really bisexual is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Bisexual
No,
isn't
well,
a real
that's
thing.
like part of the trans woman argument where there's like, well, they're like, men are attracted to trans women. Like, no, we're not attracted to trans women. We're attracted to women, and you look like a woman. You're just a man and a woman.
That's why I always
Like-
say
Like,
it ain't gay if they got tits.
They try to make like I don't feel bad about that. If I see some fucking trans girl and she's fucking sexy, congratulations, you look sexy. You had a great doctor. But I can guarantee you, if I look at pictures of you as an 18-year-old man, which you
You're not
probably
sexy.
were, you weren't. Unless you had those fucking genetic pills from when you were a fucking kid. Like,
Yes.
but for the most part, you don't look that great. Even that fucking Nikita Dragon fucking guy,
Okay,
whatever
which
call
one's
her,
Nikita Dragon?
looks amazing in pictures.
Which
When
one's
you see
Nikita
video
Dragon?
footage, you're like, oh, this doesn't look good at all.
But which one's
Because the
Nikita
angles
Dragon?
are off now. You're trying to say this is a fucking dude.
I'm trying to think.
Not to offend the trans community. I know it's this whole thing, like it's offensive to say this, but like, Jesus H fucking Christ. You could tell me all you want to that you feel like a woman, and that is fine. But your physical anatomy determines that you are male.
And the thing
So
is,
I'm gonna address you as such, not
Yeah.
because I hate you or have any disagreement
if
against
you
your
present
fucking-
yourself
what
as
you
a
are.
woman, I will treat you as a woman.
Exactly. You present yourself to me as a woman, but if you start telling me like, oh yeah, I used to be a guy, I'd be like, well, now that I know that, I might refer to you as he.
No, but if they have fake tits and they look like a woman and
If
present
you're a
themselves
trans
as
woman and you never tell me that you used to be a guy, I always refer to you as a girl.
Yeah.
Because I know you as a woman.
or even
But if I know you used to be a guy, then it's fair game for it to be called you he or she here and there.
Yes.
Because what the fuck, you used to be one.
There, yes.
It's not like I'm trying to be fucking
Well,
a dick
but
about
Excuse
it.
my confusion.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not sure what it is today.
You like
no, but if you know they're clearly a
you were
woman.
confused. I can't be confused.
Honestly.
The ones where it doesn't
you
make
know what I
sense is
mean?
like the Billy Pages or Elliot Pages because that could be a she or he.
Bro.
Like it's a 50-50 every day you run into that
So what?
person.
You cut your hair and put on a fucking ball cap and you're a guy? Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I find trans
You know what?
men or
You know
men
what?
converting to women that get tits and stuff or boobs
Bro.
and stuff. I can understand. 'cause
No,
you literally are
no,
presenting yourself
no.
as a woman though.
Either way, it's offensive.
To who?
If you're a man transitioning to a woman, it is offensive to women because you did not go through.
But who cares
what-
about offending women? And like, why
No,
does
it
that
matters.
matter?
It matters because
To you don't give a fuck about
it does
offending
matter.
women.
And no, I do care about what happens to women.
That-
Of course
you
I do.
say-
Of course I do. Just because I give women so much shit for all the fucking garbage that they do and allow and stand for doesn't mean that I don't want the best for them. Because what the best for women is the best for all of us. The fuck? I don't want women to fail. I want women to be fucking great. Because if women are great, then men can be great, and we can all be great.
So what are you saying? Make women great again?
No, I'm not saying make women great again. I'm saying it actually makes me wonder. I'm like, were women? I say something.
Yo, that should be a hat we should sell.
Did
We should sell
women
make women great
run the
again.
world and then they ruined it and then that's why men started running the world?
And now there's
Because they always say there's a past civilization.
Atlantis
You
was
think it
run
used to be
by
ran by
women?
women and then they just ruined it and then men have run the world ever since? It's a hidden history?
Hey,
It could be possible.
Atlantis was sunk by a woman, which makes sense because women can't drive for
I
shit.
mean, if God is a female, right?
God's definitely a
God
woman.
If God is a woman, right?
God
Listen,
is genderless.
and that is the one thing we can say.
That's what
God
they
is
say.
genderless.
God is genderless, but if God has a gender, he is definitely not a woman. You can say that just in how society is set up with human beings, you know God is not a woman.
Yeah, you got-
There's two things he's not. He ain't a woman and he ain't black. I'll tell you that. Two things he ain't.
Yeah, imagine like if women were running the world in the men revolution back then. They're like, all right, we just have to outnumber them in hand-to-hand combat and we win.
Who wants to even outnumber them, fam? Like, at
You
the
just have
end of
to,
the
like,
day,
get into
there's an
hand-to-hand
even
combat.
around of men and women, but it doesn't matter because even if a majority of the men are pussy, if half the men are pussy, we'll still beat up, like, bro, like 7 billion people on the planet. You can take 1 billion men to beat up 3.5 billion women.
Yeah, because there's children included too that aren't going to be fighting.
Not even that.
Sure.
No, let's lower the numbers. I will take 500 million men against 3.5 billion women, bro.
Remember,
Fam, first of
Hand-to-hand
all,
combat?
most women, a lot of men
No
haven't
weapons?
fought. A lot of
Oh,
women
yeah,
haven't
weapons.
fought, but most women have definitely not fought.
Yes.
Or even been in an altercation that got physical. Why do you think domestics are such a big fucking deal? Because most guys have been in physical altercations. That's why it's a big deal when a guy's beating up a chick. Because that's the first
Plus,
time
we got
beating
all
up
the
people.
dogs and like animals on our side because they usually
I'm not
lean
even talking
towards
about.
men.
I'm
saying in
not
a war.
including that.
But I'm saying in a war, you're gonna be using that to your
only
advantage.
saying hand-to-hand combat. No weapons, anything. Hand-to-hand combat.
Hand combat.
I mean, how many fights I've been in with men?
Yes.
Fam, the girls will get fucking ruined. And then you have a bunch of guys that are sitting there that can't wait to beat a bitch. On top of all the little domestic crew guys that have been beating women their whole lives, they're gonna get ruined. And you have a bunch of women that think, they're like, oh, I've had this opportunity. I can't wait to smash a man. They're going to be proven dead wrong. Because once that fucking fist hits chin, it's a whole different story. Baby girl.
Imagine
Like,
no, imagine.
Ago, we were talking about Serena Williams, and you're like, yeah, maybe she could probably take a couple
She'll
She's probably the only one in there, and then
Yeah.
What does this remind you of?
No.
Just yesterday.
Yeah.
Imagine the Dave. Remember, you know that Dave
Ranked
Chappelle skit?
200, she
Yes.
lost.
Serena Williams could even beat a top 200 man.
Ranked
But everyone's like,
200.
oh, she can beat the best
What
man.
happened?
No, she could not.
Both of
She
them
is the best
extended. Both
woman.
of them challenged it in 1998.
Yeah, I remember.
She is the best woman, and that's fine.
But-
men and women are different for a reason.
Remember that
We are
Dave
here to
Chappelle
protect
skit, the
you.
race draft? Imagine this war for the sexes draft. First overall, the men would like to select Ray Rice. You know, like we know he's good for at
There's
least.
that too, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think the chances are that there's like
They're
fucking
drafting men to fight this war.
a million Amber Heards out there? Like, there aren't, bro. Like, as much as there are sick and twisted women, and women that can fight, that know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there are women that know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that will get knocked out by some random guy that has no training.
Yeah.
Just because
Francis
it's a
Ngannou
war of hands being thrown, she can do all this that's all she wants to. Some guys are gonna come and haymaker.
But even still,
does it make a difference?
Per
you know what I
capita,
mean?
I guarantee you more men train jiu-jitsu than women. I would have
And then
to
there's
guess.
that
That's
too.
wild guess.
And then there's that too.
There's probably
There's
more
definitely more trained men
who
than
are
there are
bigger.
trained women when it comes to fighting.
So
there's
I'm-
so many reasons why women cannot beat men in a overall gender war.
All I'm saying is we should
Hand-to-hand
never
leagues.
forget the great revolution of men against women that happened in Atlantis. We should never forget this great battle that was fought. The civilization that was brought
Make
down.
women great again is a hilarious hat though, because it's like
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
like you're not
triply
sure what
offensive,
they're saying.
'cause it's still a MAGA hat. Like it's still in that same realm of MAGA hat. But then it's like, are you supporting women by saying make them great again, or are you saying that we weren't great, we should be better? Like, it's just
You need to go
offensive on
back.
so many different angles. I don't even know where to go.
I might have to put that hat together. See if we can get some sales on that.
I need to see that on that.
See if I can put one
my
together.
God.
Anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Well, that's it for me, man.
No, I've
I'm
fucking
done.
got shit to do. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I actually have to do shit to do. Someone wants to come see the fucking puppies, so
The pups.
Pups.
The dog den.
yeah.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be a backyard breeder, you little motherfucking bitch. Leave that shit for the whites.
Yeah, like I can't breed dogs during fucking COVID, bro. Like when no
Man's
one's
trying to
working.
make a fucking buck out here. Like, allow the man.
Yeah, like suck
Man's
his
need
mom,
to
pussy.
eat. Man's need to pay the
Honestly,
bills.
and my favorite thing about like any and every comment section is that I'm like, yo, none of you have the heart to say this to me in person, like ever. That's why I hate about internet comfortability.
Yeah, like a 6'4".
I hate it.
You're like 6'4", what, 200
You would
pounds,
never
probably? How much you weigh?
300. Dude, you would never have the comfortability to say anything. That you
Chained
don't
up
to
like
my
a goon,
face.
ex-felon. Are you ex-felon? Is that felon or ex-convict?
I don't know if I'm a convict. I don't know how it works here. And it's an American thing.
You're a convict.
Yeah, well, yeah, I am an
And you're not a
ex-convict.
felon because you didn't do Fed time.
Yeah.
Is that what it
Oh,
is?
is felony federal?
No,
crime?
Felonies are federal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Every day.
but we don't have felonies here.
Yeah, no,
It's an American thing.
We call them federal.
They call
Ah,
they call
okay.
them, yeah.
Well, follow me at CringeKev
Follow me, a felony veteran. No.
and at
Yo,
you should change your name to that.
Felony veteran.
Felon vet.
Yeah, no, it was. It has to be Jack's
Yeah.
felon, if anything.
Jack's felon.
Jack's
Yeah.
felon.
Because you are from Jack's and you are a
Yeah,
felon.
yeah.
That's actually that's actually a really nice name. Actually.
Better than my rap name, right?
What's your rap name again?
K-Tray.
Have you officially uploaded to Spotify?
I haven't put anything out yet, bro. I have to get my
Is that
pictures
going to be
done.
K dash tray or K tray
No,
one word
I
or
know.
K space tray?
K-Space Tray.
And a
I think
TRAY.
that's way better.
And
K space TR 3Y.
3 Y's, so there's no A.
There's no way.
So it's
It could have been Trey with the E.
So it's K try.
We talking about Trey is spelled with the E as well.
Oh, you
Okay,
spelled it
try
with E.
that.
You can spell it the way. You ever heard of the Trey 8 Gangsters?
I thought you said 3.
TR 3Y. So the 3 is the E. That's Trey.
Oh, 3. I thought you meant just
So
3
3 is a backwards E.
3Y. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
True. And
All those new kids do now, making their names all cool and stuff, right? So I'm like, you'll implement that.
yeah, on Xbox Live, I was High-Fivenberg because it's HI5EN Berg, you know? So it's Heisenberg with a 5. But But it ended up being fucking people online would just call me High Five because of it. It meant to be Heisenberg, but people would be like, High Fivenberg over here, which I ended up being an even jokes your name. Anyways, we out. Follow us, subscribe, go suck a dick, don't suck a dick.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get the baby over here.
Idiot.